Hello friends, and welcome back to episode 3. I think we're on episode 3 of Yarn Yapping. I am in a sweaty spring mood. I am overheating. The sun is coming in. I have to close the window and I had to turn off the fan so y'all can hear what I'm saying. The audio is still probably going to be terrible quality. You're not coming here for the good audio. I'm sweaty. I want to talk about my spring knitting plans. I want to show you some of the things that I've been knitting and my visions for them. And spring. I just want to talk about spring. I'm knitting with cotton. I don't know, who is she? Last summer I experimented with some cotton, didn't enjoy it. Spoiler alert, I was working with a lot of 100% cotton blends. So this spring, summer, I'm kind of wanting to challenge myself to branch out into more spring, summer fibers. Not just 100% cotton. Nothing wrong with 100% cotton, I just didn't enjoy it. I don't know where that reflection is coming from. I am wearing a little sample knit. This is some superwash merino from Okanagan Dye Works. I love Okanagan Dye Works. All of their color palettes are stunning. This is just like a little tiny little cropped vest I made. Little white tank underneath for some modesty, just in case. But let me get into this cotton. I'm going to start with the finished object. I did this cute little boxy kind of cut off tank top. The vision was kind of like a t-shirt that you would just cut the bottom off of, let the hem roll, you wear it all summer. And I wanted to do like a ribbing, but I'm too lazy to do a full ribbed garment. Like the day that I'm doing a full ribbed tank top or t-shirt it's not gonna happen. I don't enjoy doing ribbing, so a full garment, I'm not into it. So I did like a kind of a faux ribbing effect. I did some drop stitches. This ended up making the tank top a lot wider than I intended it to be, and I just totally forgot to account that to do a drop stitch you're going to be adding more space, so that therefore it's going to get boxier, but it's still very cute. It's got like that cut off t-shirt kind of vibe. This is some vintage cotton. This is from my thrifted stash. Move this out of the way. There's one thicker strand of cotton, and it is plied with a cotton thread, so it gives this like very slight like thick and thin texture. It's a very soft, airy cotton. I hated working with it. I really do not enjoy working with 100% cotton, but this is her. If I'm feeling ambitious, I'll put in a little clip of me wearing this, no promises. But I'm excited. This is just gonna be really nice for summer. Literally just grab a white tank, a white tee, and throw it on. But it's knit and it's very cute. And I do want to try this again with some thinner cotton. This is like a sport weight, maybe a little bit thicker. And I would like to do it with a thinner cotton and kind of account for the drop stitches and do one that's less boxy and a little bit longer, because this is really cropped, which I'm okay with. Clearly I'm okay with a tiny crop, but I would love to do like another version of this.
Look who actually remembered to record a little try-on clip. Here she is. You can see boxy, cropped, the little bottom hem, it kind of rolls up a little bit. The neckline is just very raw looking. It's casual, it's simple, it's a staple.
Okay, next we have my little pima cotton t-shirt by Cascade. This, unfortunate news, I lost yarn chicken. I thought 2 skeins would be enough. I got this yarn from a friend who was moving across the country, so I got to raid their yarn stash, and they had 2 skeins of this pima cotton from Cascade, and I thought I could do a really cropped little t-shirt with it, but I think it's the folded hem that got me. I'm doing it on all the hems. This looks kind of chunky and funny because I haven't blocked it out, and I think I might actually, since I have to pick up another skein and I'm gonna have more, I might undo this and just add a couple more rows, because you see how it kind of just wants to like fold back. I'm sure with blocking it would relax and like lay flat, but I think I want to add a little bit of length, just a tiny bit, just tiny bit. And then I want to add like probably 3 more inches to the bottom. I thought I could get it done, so I was like, I'll just do the ribbing and then I'll just quickly do a folded hem. No, there's not enough, babe. There's not enough. It's delusional. You're delusional. So I'm going to grab another skein and do a couple more inches along the bottom and then go back and do ribbing. So I have to frog all of my ribbing, but it's fine. I did a twisted rib. I think it looks gorgeous. I think it looks stunning. I love the look of a folded neckline, folded hem, folded ribbing, whatever the hell you want to call it. I just think it looks so professional, and I find it gives the gives the garment more strength, more like structural integrity, because you've got all of the weight of the shirt kind of hanging on the neckline, and when it's folded over, it just has more strength to it. I don't know, I just love the way it looks, and that's that. I have to order another skein of this, and it's gonna be hard because Pima cotton, Cascade Pima cotton is very hard to come by. It's used for a breast cancer type organization. I'm blanking. A lot of people buy this cotton is what I'm trying to say, so it's kind of hard to get my hands on, but I will be ordering another skein and finishing that. I'm very sad that I couldn't finish it, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll just get another skein. Okay, hear me out. I thrifted this gorgeous cotton blend, and when I thrifted it, it did not have a tag on it, but I could feel the cotton in it. And after I knit with it and blocked this piece, I knit a tube. After I blocked this and I was like smelling it, not to sound like a freak, but if I purchase yarn secondhand and I'm not 100% sure what the fiber content is, I'll smell it when it's wet, because you can smell wool when it's wet very easily. And I believe this is a cotton merino or cotton wool blend. It is cotton, but it is so stretchy. Like, I am very impressed with the stretch of this. And so I knit myself a little tube. It fits me very snug. I'm very impressed. I just kind of eyeballed this, and I have this much left. And I need to knit straps. So I'm nervous. I should weigh this. This is 9 grams left over, and I somehow have to knit 2 straps with this. So I'm losing yarn chicken a lot lately. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. I don't know, because I need 2 straps like that. I don't just want this to be a tube. I would like some straps, just like a very simple. I was going to do a crochet chain strap, but I think the crochet uses more yarn than knitting does, so I'm not going to do that. I'm playing very, very dangerous yarn chicken here. So I might try and just get away with using this, or when the time comes that I order more Pima cotton, I will just use the leftover Pima cotton, because it's very similar color palette. And then, I don't know, I could add like a trim or something along the bottom to just kind of incorporate this color in. But this is, it's a cute tube. It's a cute tube, and when I figure out what to do with the straps, it's going to be a cute little tank top. I love a tiny top in the summer, okay? I am currently in the insufferable process of getting diagnosed with a cardiovascular condition. Canadian healthcare system is a shithole. And part of that cardiovascular condition is that I overheat very quickly, and I get very dizzy and I get very disoriented when I overheat. So in the summer, I'm in a tiny top. I'm in the teeniest little top I can find, and I'm sweating. I'm sweating my ass off. So we're knitting tiny tops, and I'm having a lot of fun. I have 2 left. 2! I started this project before I went to visit my family for Easter long weekend, and I don't remember exactly what my vision was because I never take notes and I'm not following a pattern. But this is some thrifted cotton. We've talked about her before. This is the Jaeger Flame, cotton flame. You've heard me try and butcher this, but it's like a very slubby, kind of thick and thin cotton, and then it's plied with viscose, so that's how it gets that like kind of thick and thin texture. Focus on the damn yarn. Focus. Come on, girl, you could do it. You can kind of see how it gives that like thick and thin texture. This is very, very, very soft, and I started knitting a panel. So I think I'm trying to do a front panel and a back panel and seam them. I originally tried to do this in the round, but to get a gauge swatch of this and like do the math of how many stitches per square inch, I really struggle with this yarn because it's thick and thin. I struggle with a regular like not thick and thin yarn doing that. So when I was trying to do a gauge swatch with this, I just messed it up, and I tried to do it in the round and it wasn't big enough and it was chaos. So I'm going to try and do flat panels. I think this would be a really cute, just like, I'm gonna freehand it. So I don't know exactly what the neckline is called. I'm gonna put in some examples. There's a couple like popular tank top designs that I can kind of envision that have the neckline that I want to do. I can't remember what it's called, but it's kind of like this style neckline. I'm gonna freehand it, but I'll link this pattern if you like it and you want to try it. But that's kind of the neckline I'm going for. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember what it's called, but cotton, viscose, nice and breathable. I love the texture of this. I love the color of this. It's a very, very light lavender. It's stunning. And I like that the cotton has like a very matte look. Like cotton does not have any shine to it, but the viscose has a little bit of shine. So you kind of get the contrast of the, let me take this off. You get the contrast of the cotton that has no shine, no dimension, with the viscose that has a tiny little bit of shine. I don't know. I think it's really pretty. I think it would be a nice, just tiny top for spring, and I don't have much done on it, but I have the vision, and the vision is important. Last but not least, we have the winner. The most impressed I am with this yarn. I sound like Dr. Seuss. I tried the Loops and Threads. What is this called, actually? I have no idea. This is the Loops and Threads Silky Soft Rayon from Bamboo. Bitch, when I tell you, I am blown away by this yarn. So I saw this in store a while ago and didn't really pay any attention to it. I just saw the sheen of it and I assumed it was acrylic. I don't know. I just assumed that all Loops and Threads is acrylic. There's a loose staple in my project. Okay, let's not do that. I assume all Loops and Threads is acrylic. I don't know why. That's just what I associate Loops and Threads with. But this is rayon from Bamboo. It's so soft. It's so silky. It's got such a gorgeous stretch to it. I will show you here. I'm doing okay, let me dial it back. I'm very excited. I want to like just word vomit about how excited I am about this. The vision for this yarn is I want to do a little spring cardigan because this is so soft. It is so, I wish you could touch it. If you have a Michaels near you, go and touch this silky soft rayon from Bamboo. It is so soft. I want to do a cardigan that's just light and airy and flowy in a nice little spring color that I can throw on when it's warm out, but there's that cold breeze, when it's that chilly, icy breeze. This is perfect for that, I think. It's stunning. Okay, now let me show you. So I'm doing a cardigan, as we've established. This is my back panel. It's all like rolled in on itself, but just like, look at this. It's just drapey, it's flowy, it's got an incredible stretch. And the stretch is what is most blowing me away, because when I was talking about last summer, I was working with a lot of 100% cotton. There's no stretch. 100% cotton has nothing. It has no give. It has no stretch. It's just cotton. Like there's not like, well, there's stretch in this because there's ribbing, but like it doesn't have a lot of give. It's not stiff, but it doesn't have like that squish, and like it's different than wool. Obviously it's a plant fiber. I'm used to working with wool. So in my head, I was like, all summer fibers are going to be so uncomfortable and not stretchy and hard to work with, until I met her. And she's really changed my mind about spring fibers. Look at that stretch. And it bounces right back into shape, and it's so soft, you guys. I cannot get across how soft this is. Stunning. I love this color. This is sold out everywhere. I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia. This is sold out in every single color, in every single store in the Lower Mainland. I found some that was in stock in Surrey. I'm not driving to Surrey to get this damn yarn, but I thought about it. And then I thought about the cost of gas, and I was like, I'll just pay to ship this to me because it's not worth it. But this is sold out everywhere. I found this in Victoria when I was visiting my family for Easter weekend, and there was like 3 colors left, and this was the only color that had enough stock that I could buy like a cardigan's quantity worth. This is sold out everywhere, and I understand why now. This is like $8 a skein, I believe. Michael's always has a coupon. What is that? Michael's always has a coupon. I'm very impressed with this. Very, very, very impressed. And I would like to buy more of it, but I'm gonna relax. I'm just gonna relax for a minute and not just buy everything all at once. I just need to finish this project and breathe. Finish these projects and breathe before I buy more of this, but I'm very impressed. This cardigan, I think I did the math a little bit wrong. This might be a little bit tight along the sides here, and I might have to add some. When I was making this, I was like halfway through and I'm like, I think it's too small. I think it's too small. But I was like, I'm not going back. I'm not starting again, because this yarn is a little bit hard to work with. And that's my only con, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But I think I did it to, you see what I mean? Like, this is the shaping for the armhole. I think this needs to be longer, kind of out the side here. So I might just knit an inch and seam it on the sides here to give it a little bit more width, because I think I did it a little bit too small. We'll see. I'm going to knit the front panels. I started the front panels. One front panel, so we'll see what it looks like when I kind of piece it together. But as I was saying, my only con of this yarn is it is so loosely spun together, and what I mean by that is you can see this, my end here, my tail is looking rather frayed, looking rather disheveled, and this yarn, when we're talking about how much twist a yarn has, when you're spinning yarn, when you're like making yarn, it's twisted. And that's how yarn stays together, is the amount of twist that's in it. That's how it keeps the fibers together, is the twist. Physics or whatever, I don't know. This is very loosely twisted, and I'm sure that's what contributes to some of the squish and the drape and all of the characteristics I love of this yarn, but it is splitty. You know, when you're knitting or crocheting, I know this is more of a problem for people that crochet. When the yarn is splitting and you keep like jabbing the hook through the center of the yarn, this yarn does have that problem. So obviously I'm knitting with this, and it is kind of a problem. Like, there is a couple spots where I'm like, oh, that stitch looks a little wonky because I split like one little thread apart. Anyways, I crocheted a swatch with this as well. When I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with this yarn, I knit a swatch, I crocheted a swatch, and as I was crocheting with it, I was like, oh, absolutely not. It is so splitty. I think crocheting a full garment with this would actually drive me up the fucking wall. But even with crochet, the drape was so lovely. Ugh, I could go on about this yarn for a while. I'm actually really impressed with it. And this is going to be a very cute little drapey cardigan. It's not heavy. I love it. I love it. My only con is that it's kind of weird and splitty. But if you can get over that, everything else about it is lovely. The price point, Michael's always has coupons. They have like, 15, 20, 25% off yarn sales every 2 months at this point. So I think next time they do a yarn sale, I'm gonna maybe order a couple more colors of these. It's the stretch. I love how stretchy it is. That's something I've been just looking for with spring fibers, spring, summer, lightweight, breathy, lightweight, breathable, airy. That's what I was trying to say. And I haven't found a stretch like this so far. I'm impressed. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I've been rambling about this, but I'm impressed. And I do want more colors. Self-control. I'm gonna wait for a sale. But that is it. That is my cotton and spring knits. I'm excited to finish these, and I do have a couple more spring knitting plans with some other things. I'm very excited about this. All of these projects, like I said, last summer, I've only knit for about 3 years. I'm still very new to knitting. I've crocheted for about 4, I've knit for about 3. And this is only my second season of spring summer knits, and I'm very excited to play around with more spring summer garments, tiny little tops. I'm excited. Prepare to be sick of me and my tiny little tops. If you are a modest dressing girly, my summer knits are not gonna be for you, and I apologize. They're gonna be tiny little knits. But if you like tiny knits, welcome aboard. I'm sweating a lot, and I think that's all I have to say. I'm trying to keep my yarn yapping series shorter, but I yap a lot, so it's not gone so far, thus far. Thank you for watching. Oh, sirens. They're telling me to wrap it up. All right. Thanks for watching. Tell me what your spring knitting projects are. Tell me your favorite cotton. Tell me your favorite spring, summer fiber is that you like working with. I want to hear about that. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.